Perfect Glows. My name is Kenny.
My name is Soraya.
And this is the channel that makes you glow while traveling.
And in today's video we're going to talk about Buenos Aires, everything you need to know, where to go and what to see and what to do. So stay tuned to see the whole video.
Yeah, and if you like more of those videos, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Right, okay. Buenos Aires is divided in different neighborhoods, and a lot of them we haven't visited them all, of course, but we will show you a couple of them, and especially the ones that we like most. So let's start at the place that we stayed, Montserrat and San Nicolas. That's where we were staying. Our hotel was there on a very special street.
On the Avenue 9th of July. So I'm not going to pronounce it in Spanish because that's terrible. But it was a very famous street, very busy, very broad, and they also got the famous needle. So
Obelix. Obelix.
Needle, Obelix, whatever floats your boat.
So it's the street, the widest in the world. They have like 9 lanes or something like that. So it takes some time to cross, but it's really cool. Yeah. And besides that, there are a lot of historic buildings, nice buildings. The Parliament is over there. The famous White House, but then pink, the Pink House. Yes. So very cool.
Then we went to San Telmo. What did we do there? To us it was a bit like a hippie vibe, like a lot of street artists, there are musicians playing on the streets, there were also people making art on the street, so that was very cool, I think. And there were also a lot of markets.
Yes, a lot of markets. But we were there on the big famous market that's once a week. Very big.
Yeah.
It's completely all the streets full of stalls. But they also have a permanent indoor market. That was nice to see, also really crowded.
Yeah.
I really liked it. It had a bit touristic hippie vibe, but bohemian, but it was just a really cool vibe. Yeah.
And to be honest, you're crazy about markets.
I love markets.
Everywhere we go, we need to visit markets. Otherwise, it's not a visit.
Yeah, markets is life, yes.
Yeah.
You're nice, like cocoa, you're nice, like cocoa bread, like cocoa bread. Ooh, driving dick, watch a movie, right by your side on duty, not too much or too sweet. Ooh, passion from your truly. Let me know how you feel.
We were not on online, but Recoleta is a really nice neighborhood, safe and especially famous for its
cemetery. There is the grave of Evita Peron. So we discussed about it a little bit when we were there. To me it was kind of strange that a cemetery is going to be a touristic place rather than a sacred place. But yeah, it was how you say it, quite special, I think. There are a lot of graves that are very pretty, well maintained, but there are also graves that are
not so well maintained.
Not so well maintained.
Yeah.
It's like a bit of a mess.
And this cemetery is not only famous because of Evita, but also just because of the for a cemetery, but also it's a neighborhood that's really wealthy.
Yeah. So
Again, it's safe, it's quite safe, and you can see the people, the stores, the houses, everything is around wealth.
Yeah.
But still really nice to walk around. So make sure to go there and make sure to go to cemetery, even though it's quite a bit of a strange touristic attraction,
Yeah.
but still worth it. One of our favorites neighborhoods, Palermo.
Palermo. Ooh, yeah, really one of my favorites.
Yes, also mine. We loved Palermo.
Yeah.
We are talking about Palermo, but Palermo on itself, there is a distinction in different parts. You have Palermo Hollywood, so that you have different parts of Palermo, but we just want to talk about Palermo on its whole.
Yeah.
We loved it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why?
Boobies.
Why was it our favorite neighborhood? Because there was also a very vibrant vibe going on there. Lots and lots of colors and
Very vivid.
yeah, and murals. So we did a tour there also, and we asked about the tour guide from, whoa, there are a lot of graffiti, and why is this?
But beautiful graffiti. Just
Yeah, murals like,
yeah.
so to speak. And he explained to us, well, if a lot of those houses are painted or covered with those murals, because the house owners, they ask people, please paint my wall and make a beautiful mural of it, because the other graffiti guys, they respect those murals, so you don't have
There's this code.
yeah, there's like a code, you don't graffiti over a beautiful mural. So yeah, rather have a beautiful mural than kind of nasty,
Yeah, they had like a really big problem with graffiti, and this is how they wanted to. It was a solution, so it's really cool.
Yeah.
And it's also a really good place to stay, but also to eat.
Yeah, because there are a lot of all those little kind of places where you can eat. Yeah, I just loved it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for the shoppers,
Yeah, there are also a lot of little shops and boutiques and all
really cool.
kind of
Yeah.
stuff you can get around.
Just enter a shop and you will see the floor or the ceiling or anything. It's just beautiful. It's
Very colorful.
Yes,
Yeah.
and sometimes they have like a tiny garden inside, so you don't know what to expect. Make sure to enter some kind of these cool places. Yeah, we really liked it.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. Go there.
Really cool place.
Puerto Madero is another neighborhood we visited. And what did you like there?
We just walked around. Puerto Madero is close to a park, so if you like bird watching or anything with birds, that's a good start for you to check out that park. We didn't go there, but it's really cool. And alongside the water, there were like stalls that you could buy
Some food.
some
Street
food,
food.
like street food.
Ah.
And then you can also walk a little bit more into Puerto Madero, and you have this famous bridge, but we couldn't really see it because they were renovating it.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that's
Unfortunately.
just
That's
life.
us.
Yes, that's us. So just a cool neighborhood to walk around.
Yeah,
Puerto Madero.
Puerto Madero.
Yeah. We want to take you to show you Retiro. Retiro is a neighborhood for us it was mostly to get the bus, to leave or enter Buenos Aires. Is the long distance buses. Not a good start for us because you were not feeling that well,
No.
we were getting sick.
Sick.
The bus was late, but that's a story for a complete different vlog. But in any case, it's a starting point to leave Buenos Aires or to enter. But there are also really cool bars over there.
Yeah.
And one that we went was extremely cool because
It was during the day. It's a flower shop.
a flower shop that they also sell like bottles of wine and whiskey and stuff like that, just liquor.
Yeah, and in the night, turns over or it turns around to a nightclub. So how does that work? There is this cellar where you go down, and there's kind of a basement, and over there there's the bar.
They open, you're waiting and you're queuing, and they open the door from the fridge. So it just looks like they're going to pick up fresh flowers or anything like that. But you enter another dimension, another world.
Yeah. It's
Underground scene.
Yeah. It's a really cool bar. Yeah. Really nice.
Check that out.
Yeah.
That's a must if I have anything to say.
La Boca is also a neighborhood we visit.
Very colorful.
Very colorful.
It's more like a labor.
Yeah, working class neighborhood.
Yes.
But it's also again very vibrant, very colorful. Lots of people on the streets selling things, busy making music, also being an artist.
A lot of murals there as well. And they warn you, the locals, but also like Lonely Planet, tourist guides. They warn you for this neighborhood, don't go off the beaten path because it's not safe for tourists.
Yeah.
While we were there, we didn't felt unsafe, but everyone was warning us for that, and so we just
everyone said,
stick
look
to the
out,
path.
look out, look out.
Yes.
So that's
something to consider.
La rica carne argentina.
Hola, buen día, ¿cómo están? Si quieren pueden pasar a conocer el lugar, es libre el acceso, ¿eh? Puedes conocer un conventillo por dentro, sacar fotos. Podés pasar, ¿eh? Es una de las primeras casas que se hicieron el conventillo, está totalmente original.
¿Sí?
And lastly, that La Boca is really famous for is, of course, Boca Juniors.
La Bombonera. But that's for another vlog. So stay tuned, and
Subscribe.
I really subscribe, and I really look forward to telling you guys what we saw there.
Yes.
Spectacular.
Shutting it down when I pop out. Riding downtown with the top down. Sun's got everybody out now. Yeah. Riding with my girls looking so good. Playing my song feeling so good. Only good vibes in my book. Yeah. All we wanna do is have a good time. I'm really loving the vibe.
Yes.
And while you're walking through La Boca, you will see for sure some people dancing the famous dance, and that's the tango.
Tango.
Een grappenmaker. Another thing that we loved about Buenos Aires was not only the different neighborhoods, but also the cultural experience that you could have in the historical buildings. And as just said, one of the things that you will see a lot in the city that we loved is, of course, the tango.
Yes.
Very nice to see.
Yeah.
Que en otro tiempo junto a ti creí vivir. Fui esclavo del corazón.
So quite a lot of cultural things are free to visit. So one of our favorites was the bookstore. What was so famous about it?
The bookstore. It used to be a theater, and they are not using it anymore. But if you walk into the bookstore, you will see all the old details. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we walked around. You can have a drink on stage. So cool. Yeah, they have a lot of beautiful buildings. Just walk inside and see if you can enter. Most of them are for free.
Yeah. So that's a good budget tip.
Yes.
Go there. Look at those cultural things. That doesn't have to cost too much.
And then, of course, as any city, you have a lot of museums. And we went to two that we really, like is not the right word, but respected and learned so much. One of those is the Museum of Evita
Perón?
Yeah, Eva Perón, Evita, the first lady, the beloved first lady of Argentina.
Yeah.
We were not allowed to film, so apologies for that. But
you learn a lot about the country throughout the museum.
Yes.
You get a really good insight of the political and historical environment around the place. So that was very spectacular to see.
Yeah.
No? No se puede.
And
To experience, yeah. And the other one that we had, it was a bit outside of the city center.
Yeah, that was quite hard to
realize.
I think it really sinked in the emotions and the feelings you get when you visit
It's
that place.
It's about their really dark page of their history. All the people that disappeared and basically were murdered just because they were a doctor or a student or just had another opinion. So that was really hard. We were a little bit sad because we couldn't get a guide and we couldn't in the museum, and there was nothing in English. So it was a bit difficult for us. We used a little bit of my Spanish skills to understand, but it was difficult, but you could still feel it. So you have this group called the Grandmothers of Plaza de Mayo. It's about mothers or grandmothers from these lost children or grandchildren, and they are protesting still because they want clearance from the government. Not all people were restored or given clarity what happened to their beloved ones. So really sad.
Terrible.
But that's part of learning more about the country and the city.
And its history.
Talking about demonstration and protests.
the people over there, they love a good protest, because there are lots and lots of protests in the city. So don't be surprised if you end up in a protest, because there are lots of them. So, and when we were there, we also experienced quite a lot of protests on the streets. So don't be surprised.
Yeah. Yeah. And one was just endless, just
Yeah. Kilometers of people who were
protesting.
yeah, basically.
Felt part of the cultural experience.
Yeah. What you see on the streets are the so-called cateneros. Those are people that collect the trash on the streets, so carton and plastics and all other forms of trash. Because Buenos Aires deals with a lot of trash on the streets, so the government, they needed to come with a solution with that. So what they thought about was, well, why don't we pay people that bring us that trash, so the streets get a lot cleaner, and on the other side, the people who don't have a lot of money or are homeless, they can also earn some money. Yeah.
So you see them around.
Yeah.
Another thing that we loved about Buenos Aires are the many parks and green they have around.
Yeah.
Of course, we didn't have the time to visit all of them, but we had like 3 favorites. One of them we really liked was a park that used to be a zoo. Yeah. It's really special, but they closed and they let the animals there.
Not all animals, just the harmless. They took out the dangerous. Yeah.
Yes, so there are people who are still feeding these animals, luckily, and some of them are just walking around the park.
Yeah, minding their own business.
Yeah. So it was quite a strange feeling, because you just enter through gates and you just walk around, and then you see a giraffe or any other animal.
Camel,
Yeah, so very interesting to see. The other park that we really enjoyed was the Japanese park.
Yes.
Really famous in Buenos Aires. We felt it a bit strange, but it was nice. It felt like a Japanese garden.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
Yeah, job done well.
Yeah. And finally, we also enjoyed the small park nearby the Recoleta cemetery. It's just really peaceful, really clean. Yeah. So we enjoyed those.
Having a good day, having a real good morning. Real good morning. Real good morning. I guess that things can only get better from here.
Finally, our favorite subject. Food and nightlife.
Yeah.
Because Buenos Aires have a bunch of those things you can't go wrong.
You got what I need. Sipping on the bar.
You have a lot of great food options
Yeah.
through the whole capital. Actually whole Argentina, but the capital especially. A lot of choices, and we loved all of them.
Live it up, sweet emotion. Every time, every night, you and I on a roll. Switch it up, where I'm going. Stay on the fly, just in time, know the right way to go. I'm on the road, it's my time, taking control of my life. I want to run the red lights, I've got to run this show. You always take me so high, you always make the highlights. I love
experiences that we really liked. One of them was I arranged a date night for us, and you loved this one.
Yes, you really outdid yourself, because we did go to Fogon. And Fogon is a restaurant where all the courses are with meat. And of course, Argentina is the place where you need to be when you love meat, because they eat lots and lots of meat. And by myself, I'm a meat lover, so it was perfect. It was quite an experience, because you sit in a square with all other, well, it's not all other, there are
Max 20 people.
Max 20 people.
Or 12.
20.
Okay.
20, because it's 4, 5. Max 20 people. And then in the middle there's like a special barbecue oven, kind of grill, and there they prepare the food, and they also tell about the food, give you a little bit of background, and they tell about the wines that they serve.
Great experience, spectacular.
Yeah.
And we made our own chimichurri.
Yeah.
But we just overall we love this experience.
Really perfect. Really.
On the street, I'm just
Another thing we really enjoyed, also food related, was the food tour.
Yeah.
We learned a lot of the history, the culture, the different neighborhoods, and of course food. We tried different foods, so we like that. We drank a lot, so also a really good experience.
keep it in a little case. Truth be told, is I've never felt better. That I've struggled to find can now be shared with you because you showed me the light. Inside of my mind, I love you in a way that has been hard to define. Let's go out, let's go dancing tonight. Adrenaline is I've never felt better, and if I'm honest with myself, I am so glad we're together because this new state of mind that I've struggled to find can now be shared with you because you showed me the light.
And Buenos Aires has a lot of great bars, not the only one that we just explained about the flower shop, but they have many great ones. You have the nightlife, the entertainment is amazing here.
Yeah.
So make the most out of it. It's just great. Yeah.
So, in conclusion, we love Buenos Aires.
You need to go.
You need to go. We were there about 5 days.
It was not enough.
It was absolutely not enough. We said to each other, well, can we not stay any longer? But yeah, we planned some other things, so we really needed to leave. But we said to each other, one day Buenos Aires, we will be back.
See you then. Thank you for
For
watching. See you in the next time.